Dear friends, we'll discuss the challenges of human resource management, and the challenges we'll be discussing under these heads. The heads are talent acquisition and retention, that's a big challenge. Then skill gaps, then employee engagement, diversity and inclusion, technological integration, succession planning, data security and privacy, and adapting to change. We'll take up one by one. As I told you, the human resource management is facing various challenges in today's dynamic and complex business environment. The first challenge is talent acquisition and retention. Finding and retaining skilled and qualified employees can be challenging, and the competition for talent. Human resource management faces various challenges in today's dynamic and complex business environment, and some of the challenges are already listed. First is talent acquisition and retention. Finding and retaining skilled and qualified employees can be challenging. The competition for the top talent is intense, and organizations need to implement effective recruitment and retention strategies to attract and keep valuable skills. Valuable employees. Next is the skill gap. Rapid technological advancements and changes in the business landscape often lead to a skill gap within the workforce. Human resource management must address this gap by identifying necessary skills, providing training programs, and implementing strategies for upskilling and reskilling employees. Next is employee engagement. Maintaining high levels of employee engagement is crucial for productivity and organizational success. Human resource management faces the challenge of creating a positive work environment, fostering a culture of communication and collaboration, and addressing factors that may contribute to disengagement. Next is diversity and inclusion. Managing a diverse workforce and promoting inclusion is a significant challenge. Human resource management needs to implement strategies that celebrate diversity, ensure equal opportunities, and create an inclusive workplace culture. Next is technological integration. The integration of technology in the HR processes, such as human resource information system and AI-based tools, poses challenges in terms of implementation, training, and ensuring data security and privacy. Next is succession planning. Developing and retaining a pipeline of qualified leaders is essential for the long-term success of an organization. Human resource faces the challenge of identifying and grooming future leaders through effective succession planning. Next is data security and privacy. With the increased use of technology in human resource processes, ensuring the security and privacy of employee data is a critical challenge. Human resource management must implement robust data protection measures and comply with privacy regulations. Next is adapting to change. Human resource management needs to be agile, active, and adaptable to constant organizational changes, whether due to mergers, acquisitions, restructuring, or shifts in business strategy. Addressing these challenges require strategic thinking, continuous learning, and a proactive approach to human resource management practices. Organizations that effectively navigate these challenges can create a resilient and engaged workforce, contributing to overall business success. Dear friends, now I'll discuss the Howard HRM model, which emphasizes on the human element and creating an optimal environment for employees. The Howard HRM models emphasizes on the human element and creating an optimum environment for employees to thrive. Indeed, characterizes it as a soft HRM approach. This approach prioritizes the well being, development, and engagement of employees, recognizing them as valuable assets to the organization. Dating back to 1984, the Howard HRM model originated from the book Managing Human Assets, authored by Michael Beer, Richard A. Walton, and Bert A. Spector. This seminal work laid to the foundation for the model's principle and framework, which have since influenced HRM theory and practice globally. By focusing on creating a supportive context for people to perform at their best, the Howard HRM model emphasizes the strategic role of human resource management in aligning role of HRM in aligning human capital management with organizational goals and values. It underscores the importance of considering stakeholders' interest, situational factors, and long-term consequences in developing human resource management policies and practices that promote organizational effectiveness and employee well-being. Dear friends, here you can see the Harvard framework for human resource management, and you have seen there are components which are basically your stakeholders' interest and situational factors, and they are governing the complete policies and your complete long-term consequences. So I'll just elaborate this figure. Stakeholders' interest, you can see this component emphasizes the importance of considering the values, input, and perspectives of various stakeholders, including management, employees, government, the community, and unions. The stakeholders' interest, this component emphasizes the importance of considering the values, input, and perspectives of various stakeholders, including management, employees, government, the community, and unions. When developing human resource management policies, by aligning policies with the stakeholders' interest, organizations can enhance support, cooperation, and engagement from these groups. Next is situational factors. The model underscores the significance of both internal and external situational factors in shaping human resource management policies and practices. Factors such as workforce characteristics, business strategy, management philosophy, labor market conditions, technology, law, and societal values influence how organizations operate and how HRM policies are developed and implemented. Then we have the component HRM policies and policy choices. HRM policies encompasses both work systems and reward systems, shaping how employees are managed, motivated, and influenced within the organization. Effective human resource management policies strike a balance between work systems, that is, job design, performance management, and the reward systems, for example, compensation, benefits, to promote employees' effectiveness and organizational success. The next is HRM outcomes. The model highlights 4 key human resource outcomes, often referred to as 4 C's. That is commitment, congruence, competence, and cost effectiveness. These outcomes reflect the desired results of effective human resource management practices, including high employee commitment, alignment between individuals and organizational goals, employee competence and capability, and cost-effective utilization of human resources. Then we have long-term consequences. By using the Howard HRM model to develop and execute human resource management strategies, organizations can achieve far-reaching long-term consequences that benefit both the organization and the society. Meeting employees' needs through strategic HRM practices enhances organizational competitiveness, fosters positive relationships with stakeholders, and contributes to societal well-being and community development. Overall, the Howard HRM model provides a comprehensive framework for understanding the interplay between human resource management practices, organizational context, stakeholders' interest, and long-term outcomes. By addressing these critical elements, organizations can develop and implement human resource management strategies that drive employees' effectiveness, organizational performance, and societal impact. Friends, now we'll discuss human resource planning, how the planning is done. HRP, it is abbreviated as HRP, is a forward-looking process that involves forecasting the future human resource needs of an organization and determining how the existing workforce capacity can be leveraged to meet those requirements. This process revolves around the fundamental economic principles of demand and supply, specifically in the context of organizations' human resource capabilities. The primary objective of human resource planning is to assist organizational management in anticipating and addressing future human resource demand. It aims to ensure that the organization has the right people in the right numbers, possessing the appropriate skills and available at right time and place. By aligning human resource supply with anticipated demand, human resource planning becomes a crucial foundation for effective workforce management. Furthermore, human resource planning plays a pivotal role in guiding the recruitment and selection process within the organization. Only after a thorough analysis of human resource requirement can management initiate recruitment activities to fulfill those needs. Additionally, human resource planning is instrumental in achieving the strategic objectives and goals of the organization, ensuring that the workforce is strategically aligned with the overall direction of the business. The essence is human resource planning serves as a strategic tool that enables organizations to plan and allocate their human resource effectively to support their future growth and success. Strategic management is both an art and science that involves formulating, implementing, and evaluating decisions across various functional areas to help organizations achieve their objectives. It integrates management, marketing, finance, production, research and development, and IT to achieve organizational success. While the strategic planning focuses on setting goals and developing strategies, strategic management encompasses the broader process of implementation and evaluation. The rationale of a strategic management is to identify and capitalize on new opportunities while adapting to changes in the business environment to ensure future success. Then we'll see how this whole human resource planning is done. And this has got 4 phases. The first phase is environmental scanning and analysis, and the next is the strategic formulation, next is strategy implementation, and then is the strategy evaluation and control. We'll discuss one by one. So the first phase, environmental scanning and analysis. This phase involves scanning and analyzing the external and internal environments of the organization to identify opportunities and threats. External environment analysis includes factors such as market trends, competition, regulatory changes, technological advancements, and socio-cultural influences. Internal environmental analysis involves assessing the organization's strength, weaknesses, resources, capabilities, and core competencies. The goal of this phase is to gather relevant information to inform strategic decision making and develop a comprehensive understanding of the organization's competitive position. Next is strategic formulation. The strategy formulation occurs at multiple levels within an organization, including corporate, business unit, and functional levels. We'll take up one by one. Corporate level strategy. At the corporate level, the top management is responsible for developing strategies that guide the organization as a whole. These strategies are overarching and set the direction for the entire organization. Corporate level strategy focuses on questions such as what industry should the organization operate? What should be the scope of the organization's activities? What should be the overall goal and objectives of the organization? Corporate level strategies often involve decisions related to diversification, mergers, and acquisitions. divestitures, and portfolio management. They define the overall mission, vision, and values of the organization, providing a framework for decision making at lower levels. And second is business level unit strategy. Business unit level strategy basically. At the business unit level, strategies are developed to address the specific needs and challenges of individual business units or divisions within the organization. Business unit level strategy focuses on questions such as how can the business unit compete effectively within the industry? What products or services should the business unit offer? What market should the business unit target? Business unit level strategies are aligned with the overall corporate strategy but may vary depending on the unique characteristics and competitive dynamics of each business unit. The strategies at this level often involves market positioning, product differentiation, and competitive advantages. And next is functional level strategies are developed within individual functional areas or departments of an organization, such as marketing, finance, operations, human resources, and research and development. These strategies focus on how each functional area can contribute to the achievement of broader organizational goals and objectives. Functional level strategy focuses on questions such as how can the function support the achievement of business unit and corporate level goals? What specific initiatives should the function undertake to contribute to organizational success? How can the function optimize its processes and resources to enhance efficiency and effectiveness? Next is the strategy implementation. Once the strategies are formulated, they need to transform into action plans. This involves allocating resources, assigning responsibilities, establishing timelines, and implementing processes and systems to execute these strategies effectively. Clear communication and alignment across the organizations are critical during this phase. And the last is the strategy evaluation and control. The continuous monitoring and evaluation of the implemented strategies are essential to assess their effectiveness and make necessary adjustments. Key performance indicators (KPIs) are used to measure progress towards strategic objectives, and feedback mechanism to establish to identify mechanisms are established to identify deviations and address issues as they arise.